Okay, so remember, one day for the dead is an equivalent of 13 days of experience here on the surface of the earth. So let's focus on the first day of the dead, which will have 13 days within it. That first day for the dead, they will be put through trials, different process for the spirit to find out if they can be saved, if they're righteous. Now it will only most definitely happen to very few. But for the majority of the sinful, what that will happen to them is the sinful would be a magnet of more suffering for them, for sinners. There is no other comparison for that here. Just accept that objective there, that it is intentionally planned and designed that those who are sinful will obtain more sufferings for their own selves. That's the first day. The second day would be the day to figure out whether the soul can be purged of sins. Because some, very, very few, might find help during the first day, their first day. And so they move on to the second day and they are being judged there. Again, for the sinful, they will be a magnet for more suffering there. Because once the sinful will arrive to their final destination, the furnace of fire, then their suffering would be folded 10,000 times. Each of the suffering which they have incurred or experienced for themselves here on the surface of the earth as a result of their transgression against me, each one of that will be folded 10,000 times to be experienced by the Spirit as pain and suffering, all of them. In addition to 10,000 times the actual sin which they had committed against me. If they have many, then that would be each of the sin folded 10,000 times for the Spirit to feel, experience in the furnace of fire once they arrived. And then so the third day would be if they have to be thrown into the furnace of fire, then that's going to be their experience there. And the majority of these are going to be, they must be removed from my earth. They must return that energy of life they've taken from me, and so I could use it back to fuel my earth, to give satisfaction of righteous existence for those who truly belong to me. And it had been designed to be such so that I can take more energy out of them. Nothing personal, right? Nothing personal. And I made sure that it goes against their nature. The more that they deny my final commandment, for them, especially for the human species, regardless of their age, regardless of their race, then they will sin every time they deny my every command, each time I command it. And that's the beauty of it. And that is why the offer right now, I have already opened a shortcut for them to take unto the furnace of fire, and that's by doing so it will not be counted against them as sins, but rather for them to take a shortcut and to report now to their journey. And then I have opened that opportunity for them to be transported by Apollo Ion directly unto the third day, unto the furnace of fire where they belong, so they don't have to absorb or incur or obtain more suffering, in accordance with the design for the first and the second day. And that's the experience.